Good morning, mountain riders. It is Tuesday, October 13th, and we are in the town of Old Fort. And this morning, I'm meeting up with some Facebook friends. We have never ridden together, and we're gonna go out and see some fall leaves, heading south from Old Fort. All right, is everybody feeling ready?
Ready. Woo.
Jack, you got that camera figured out? All right, guys, let's saddle up. And so we are off. Old Fort isn't a very big place. In fact, you're looking at most of what exists of the town. There's a few little spots up the road, a piece, a gas station, small restaurant, but there's not a lot to see here. Back in its heyday, it was one of the railroad stops. We were just parked at the railroad museum back there. And we'll be headed south. So coming out of Old Fort, we're going to take Fat Cave, Old Fort Road, and it's going to lead us out into the hills. We're not going up real high here this morning. So we've taken off onto Cedar Creek Road, and the first part of this is unpaved, but then it goes paved again real quick. And there it is, pavement again. Lots of wet leaves in the road today. We've had a good bit of rain recently. Well, we'll just take it easy. Well, that brings us to the turn onto Buffalo Creek Road. That is the third of the single lane bridges we have crossed so far on this lovely wooded road. This is a really, really pretty area. Nice lake. Very wealthy. Boy, these leaves, these wet leaves are slippery. It's really tight and twisty as it goes along the edge of the lake through the neighborhood here. We're now crossing the dam that makes the lake. I think we'll find a spot for our first break up here. Go right in here. Well, we've had ourselves a little break for everybody to get settled in after that slippery little road. And we're looking out at Rumlin Bald across a part of Lake Lure here. And now we're going to start working our way further south. So off 64 and onto 9 south. But personally, it's too busy for me. And we are shortly going to peel off right after the Ingles here and get more back on the back roads again. This is Girl Scout Camp Road we're turning onto. Got some water skiing. Certainly warm enough. It is 72 degrees today. Really unusually warm weather for this time of year. Now, these wet leaves are certainly going to, slippery. They're going to be a lot of fun to deal with today. And another turn to another little tiny back road. Owl Hollow Road this time. We've just hopped across Cooper's Hollow Road onto Lake Adger Road. And now we come back to our brief unpaved section, which I warned them about. Though this one's generally really tame, no big deal. So you don't have to ride unpaved roads to enjoy yourself up here in the area. In fact, it's pretty much a rarity. But these couple roads here, I just like them so much, I figured I'd... and we just veered onto Silver Creek Road. And if you follow this all the way through, it's going to run you down to near Columbus and Tryon. But of course, we're not going to do that. That's where the average people go. We're looking for the really expert stuff. And in order to do that, we're going to get out here on Green River Road. So Green River Road is known for what we're about to see here at the west end of it. There is a series of switchbacks coming up shortly that is phenomenal. But this section rivals riding in the Alps of Europe. We'll see how treacherous it is with all these leaves. So far so good, but we're just getting started. That one caught me off guard. I hope everyone's okay back there. Did everybody make it okay?
Yeah.
That's a hell of a road, isn't it? Especially with those leaves on it. My gosh. And everybody's still alive and in one piece, so I think we've made the worst of the day disappear so far. So we stopped in the little town of Saluda here, which is near the South Carolina border. And it got its name and fame from those railroad tracks headed that way. That is a stretch of railroad track known as the Saluda Grade, and is one of the steepest possibly in the US, but it's really steep. And that climb made this town what it is. This is where the train would stop when it finally made it up to the top. All right. Saluda's a fun little town. And I like this road leading out of it. So we have just crossed into South Carolina on Saluda Road. Kind of pretty. I'm liking. Back into some shady areas and probably more wet leaves. So just gonna take an easy pace through here. From Saluda Road, Old US 25. Another nice nice section of road that remains after they four-laned the route and moved it a bit to the west. But this nice little loop, I think it's about 11 or 12 miles long, still remains. And it's not particularly well maintained, but it is kind of pretty. Nice little waterfall down there. And there's almost no traffic. Well, we have to make this little stretch on 25. New 25. We just came off old 25. And we don't have far to go. Essentially, we're just hopping from exit to exit. And we have turned onto Gap Creek Road. The Gap Creek Road is it's a nice, fairly relaxed ride. We are right along the border between North Carolina and South Carolina. We will ultimately cross back up into North Carolina once we reach US 276. Nice wooded run. Good way to cover the miles. So far so good, and we're progressing. We are in South Carolina now on South Carolina 11, and we're about to go back up into North Carolina. But I just thought with all the rain I'd stop and see how things looked here at this little waterfall. This is Wildcat Falls. Not much of one, but makes for a convenient stop. So off we go on 276 North. This is a nice run through here up over Caesar's Head. Now watch all this slick leaf stuff. It does make the road slippery. So that run up Caesar's Head is just a blast. Back in North Carolina, home sweet home. So we've arrived at our lunch spot, Canesti Falls. It's a good place to take a break. the lunch at the waterfalls. It's really nice. Canesti Falls here on US 276. For some reason, people just don't seem to know about it, even though there's a really big sign out there. So that's a real nice stop. Good lunch. Phil made some great beef last night at the campground. Good sandwich. So we are heading up to, it is my favorite way to cut south of Brevard, North Carolina. And we are going to make a right turn coming up onto East Fork Road. There goes a deer. Very nice series of curves back there. I like that part. The color's a little better than it was a couple days ago. Not too bad. Well, everybody's topped up in Rossman, ready to go. And next we go back into my playground, North Carolina 215. We're going to see if we can't take that up to the parkway. And then it's time to meet at the overlook and discuss how these guys want to get home. It's been really nice riding with you today. You are going to be episode 20 of the ARM vlog. So thanks. It was a good time riding with you.
Thanks,
Great
Wayne.
job.
Great day.
Have a good trip
fun.
back.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Bye. So that wraps up episode 20, and I don't know where we'll be next time, but that's the state of the leaves on October the 13th, and probably 3-4 days from now we'll try someplace new and show you what's going on there. Don't forget to go down in the bottom right hand left hand corner, give us a big thumbs up, give us a subscribe, and we will see you in a few more days.